Yo, what's good everyone? As you can tell from the background, today we are finally checking out a brand new game. This one went ahead and just released today, and it is called City Life. Now, before we get any further into this, I do want to make it very clear that this is not a role-playing game. As a matter of fact, it is a simulator. Like I always do here on the channel when we cover new games, I played a little bit of it on my alt account, kind of got a feel for the game, and I'm not gonna lie, man, when I came into it, I really thought it was gonna be one of these role-playing games, but it turns out there is so much more, and they have a lot of other things planned, which we're going to talk a little bit about during this video. I also have a little bit of information to tell you guys that the developer went ahead and told me, which does include you guys. So stick around. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. For the time being, let's go ahead and jump in right now. And let me give you guys the quick breakdown of what you're going to be doing in this game. So as soon as you jump in, you'll be put onto this screen right here. Go ahead and press play. And then you have the option of choosing 4 different jobs. Currently in the game, there's only police, firefighter, cook, and cleaner. Now, like I mentioned at the start of the video, this is basically 4 simulators stuck into one game at the current moment. Obviously, when they add more jobs, it's going to get even crazier. Now, for this video, we're going to be going over each and every single one of these jobs just to give you guys a feel for what you have to do for each and every single one of these. So let's go ahead and start off with probably the most interesting one, and that is police. So again, when you get put into this, you will go ahead and start off at the police station, and it says, "Welcome to the police job. Your job is to stop crime in the city. You will be alerted every time a new crime appears." Again, this goes back to what I was saying at the start of the video. It's not like a role-playing game where you kind of have to depend on other players in order to be able to successfully do your job. Everything is based off of kind of PvE. Now, the next slide says, "This zone lets you upgrade your gear. Good luck." And that's it. It just throws you in. You get a nice police car that you can go ahead and use, and you have your uniform on. Something that I probably should have mentioned at the start of this video is the fact that the developer of this game is the one that created Tank Simulator, War Simulator, Robot Inc., Biking Simulator, Gods of Glory, a lot of games that we've covered here on the channel already. So I'm sure after I've already said that, you'll kind of understand the concept. But again, we're inside of the police station right now. If we go into the shop, you can see that you start off with a Desert Eagle, but then you can go ahead and upgrade your weapons. So you have an MP5, a sub pistol, an M4A1, Glock, bunch of different guns, working your way up to the best one being the advanced sniper. Now, if we move on over, there is armor because like I mentioned, you're going to be going up against a bunch of different AI, which we're going to go and do that in just a second. But here's all the different ones they have: commander armor, black ops, fortified armor, veteran armor, a lot of different ones. And you can go ahead and rank up. So you can make it all the way, obviously starting off as a rookie to becoming the chief of police. It's super sick, dude. And again, the game just came out today, so they're going to be updating this a lot, just like how they update all of their other games. But let's go ahead and start off with the very first kind of little mission that we have here. So for starters, let's open up our vehicle menu. Inside of here, you'll be able to go ahead and purchase your own personal vehicles because there is a portion of this where basically you can go ahead and buy your own house, customize it however you want, and even upgrade your house all the way to a mansion. It's kind of wild. We'll check that out hopefully in this video if we get enough time. But the ones that you're going to want to be focusing on are the gold ones. This is going to be all of your work vehicles. So obviously we have a police car, a fire truck, a dump truck, and the company car being the one for the cooking job. For right now, we got to focus on the police car. So let's go ahead and spawn it in. You'll be thrown right inside the vehicle, and then we follow these arrows to lead to our very first job. Now, as you can see right here, we're pulling up and we're already getting shot at by the enemies that are on the left-hand side. So I'm going to use my car as cover, pull out my gun, and then we're getting started here, man. This is why I really enjoyed this the moment that I jumped on. So obviously your goal here is going to be to take out all of these robbers, and then we need to make our way inside to rescue the hostages. So there we go. We cleared out the outside. It says on the top right, free 3 hostages and eliminate 9 robbers. Oh, dude, we're getting shot out through the door. No, stop. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good right now. So one of the hostages is available over here. We have one more enemy on this side, which we need to take out. Ah, I'm out of ammo. All right, there we go. Another hostage freed. And the last enemy here on the first floor has been taken out. So now we go up to the hostages, free them, and then we need to make our way up to the second floor up there so that way we can take out the 2 more enemies that are up here. Let's go ahead, do that really quick. If you guys go for headshots, it does do more damage. These guys right here are kind of tanky, and man, their gun does a lot of damage. But anyways, here we go. Final hostage being freed. There it is. An objective has now been complete. The crime scene, good to go. So we're going to go ahead and head back to our vehicle, and this will lead us to our next job. It's very simple, man. Nothing really too crazy, but I would imagine that this is more than likely going to get a lot crazier as the game starts to progress with a bunch of different updates, because I mean, you know, it is only the first day of release right now. Oh, there we go. We just got enough money to go ahead and buy the MP5. I'm going to buy it just to make our life a little bit easier here. Let's open up this buy menu here, go to the guns, MP5K. Let's see, equip. Ooh, look at that. Go ahead and make our way back to the crime scene, take care of these bad boys. All right, so we're back and my car is getting absolutely lit up right now, dude. This is crazy. Oh, the MP5 is sick, dude. I love how you can actually aim down sight. Something about playing this in first person makes it so much better. I mean, obviously it would probably be a lot easier just to do this. Oh my, never mind. The recoil on that is insane when you're not in first person. Now, I will go ahead and say that I probably have my first complaint right here, and that's the fact that I feel like the enemies should probably do a little more damage. It doesn't really seem like they're doing the most amount of damage to me. I don't know if maybe when we rank up to the next rank, maybe the enemies multiply and become a lot more, or maybe they do more damage, and that's the reason why we need better armor. But for the time being, I don't really see the point as to why we would need armor. Dude, there's so many enemies here. Oh my god. But yeah, who knows? Maybe after I show you guys some of the other jobs, if we still have a little bit of time, I'll go ahead and maybe swap back to this and we'll try and make it to the very first rank up to see if anything actually changes. Oh, we just got ourselves a paycheck. Let's go. 20 bucks. Now, don't confuse the actual money that you make on your job with your overall money. Overall money is what you're going to be using inside of the neighborhood right over here, which is how you customize your house. And you'll also be using that money in order to be able to buy better vehicles for your off job when you're not actually working. Anyways, we're going to go ahead, free these last ones here, and then I'm going to swap jobs and we're going to check out the firefighter. This one is really interesting. I love the firefighter actually, but I'm personally more of a fan. Whoa, dude, the next job just spawned right on us. No, get me out of here. Anyways, like I was saying, the money that you have is going to be used to buy vehicles as well as to buy houses. You'll see the cash right up here. It kind of just has like a regular money sign. And then when you actually do jobs, you get also that corresponding jobs money. Does that make sense? I feel like I just made that way more confusing than it needed to be. But anyways, that money is the one that you find over here, and it'll be what you use in order to upgrade weapons as well as armor and your rank. A couple of other things to note here is there is clothing that you can go ahead and change into, just in case if you do want to do maybe a little bit of role playing. It's personally not my cup of tea. I'm more into the simulator aspect of this than I am into the actual role playing. But again, if that is something that you're interested in, by all means, you can go ahead and do that. Under the clothes, there is action, so you can go ahead and again, this is more for kind of like the role playing people. You can flex, you can clap, shrug, bunch of different things. Then of course you have the shop where there's game passes, and I've already shown you the vehicle menu. The one that we're focusing on right now is the job menu, because you can go ahead and change your job on the fly whenever you want to. So the next one that we're going to move on to is firefighter. We did go ahead and get our police work check, so that'll go ahead and add to our overall money, not our job money. But nothing about this is similar to the police job. It's actually completely different, and in my opinion, it's a little bit cooler. Before I go ahead and show you that though, let me show you guys that here is where you're going to go ahead and upgrade your hoses, your axes, as well as the rank. You start off as a recruit and you can make it all the way to being a fire chief. This part right here is probably the coolest part to me. I really hope. Oh, wait, actually, it literally answers my question here. Higher pay and harder fires. Okay, so yeah, every single time that you rank up, the game progressively becomes harder. That is good, dude. I was actually really curious about that because the game just seemed really easy right now. But of course, I mean, we just started off. It would make sense that it would be easy. But anyways, we're inside of our vehicle. Let's go ahead and make our way over to our first job. And this is where things get super cool, dude. Look at that. You can already see the fire. The whole entire place is just engulfed in flames right now. We're going to go ahead, jump out. Maybe I should kind of get in character here, right? Let's go ahead and put on a fire suit. Why not? Again, I'm not into the whole role-playing aspect. My beard's gone. Oh no, wait a minute, that's a problem. I want my beard. There we go. All right, now we're good. So again, we just go ahead and pull out our hose, which is in number 1. It's going to connect to the closest fire extinguisher. And then we just go ahead and pull out the fire here. It's obviously going to take us a lot longer than if you had your actual hoses upgraded, because we just went ahead and started the game right now. But putting out the fire is not the only thing that you need to focus on. If you notice, we also have an axe down here. So if we come inside, you're going to find individuals that are actually stuck. So your job is to go ahead, pull out your axe and free them, dude. It's sick. Like, the entire concept of this is so crazy, and I've always wondered why no one has made a game like this. Don't get me wrong, there probably is a game like this somewhere out there, but I've just personally never came across it until right now, and I'm super happy that they did it. Wow, I love how I just got paid during the middle of a job. Like, yeah, dude, I'm not totally in the middle of a fire. But anyways, we're almost done here. We just need to go ahead and free one more person, as well as take out the fire back here. Let me go ahead and clear that out really quick. There we go. And then we're going to free this individual right here, and we will be sent to our next job. What I'm curious about right now, though, is I have 1,500. That was kind of my first job, so I don't really expect to be able to... Whoa, wait a minute. This place is humongous. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. It's this side that's on fire right now. I thought it was actually this building. Can we go in here? There's a lot of buildings that you can go into, and that's kind of the reason why I know that they're going to be adding more jobs to this game. And we're going to check those out before we end off the video. Oh, look, perfect. So we were just notified that we were able to go ahead and upgrade to the professional hose. So let's buy that really quick. Go over here, professional fire hose, buy, and that just went ahead and upgraded our power from 15 to 20. So nothing really too major, but it's definitely going to be a noticeable difference. Oh, actually, look, this is one of those buildings that I'm telling you that say coming soon. A couple of other ones, you can actually walk into it and see what the job is going to look like. Not entirely sure what style is going to be, but sounds interesting. Can't wait to check that out. But I'm sure you guys understand the concept of firefighter now. Let's go ahead and move over to cook. So of course, we've now gone ahead and swapped over to cook. We got ourselves a nice little firefighter check for the job that we went ahead and did. Obviously for this, we need to go ahead and switch our outfit again, because it only makes sense that we do. And this one is more for kind of my restaurant people out there. If you guys liked my restaurant, you're more than likely going to find this entertaining. But the concept is extremely simple. Go ahead, pick up one of these plates, put it onto the actual stove, take out your spatula, and just start clicking on it. It's gonna whack the spatula on it, and somehow you made a hot dog out of whacking a plate. Go ahead and grab the plate, take it over to your customer, and you will be rewarded with cash. That cash will then be spent to upgrade your tools, being obviously your spatula, as well as to do different upgrades inside of the restaurant. So once I get to $550, I can carry 2 plates. At 1,800, I walk faster, and that kind of continues all the way to the very bottom until you have like super walk and ultra tips. So it's really interesting, man. There's a lot going on in this game. My least favorite one is probably going to be the cleaner one, which is the one that I kind of left for last. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments which one out of all of these so far you find entertaining. I'm definitely... Wait, did I just make a... I made a shake on a stove? Huh? Okay, I guess. But anyways, like I was saying, I definitely would like to see them maybe add a leaderboard for maybe each and every individual job. So for instance, inside of each one of the headquarters, you can kind of put up a billboard that shows the overall leaderboards. So inside of the fire station, you would have a leaderboard for the person that has the most amount of money maybe, or something. I don't know. Kind of sounded like a cool idea in my head, but at the same time, I feel like it would ruin kind of the whole immersion of being the fire chief, as well as obviously being the police chief. But I don't know, man. Again, let me know what you guys think. Anyways, overall, the cooking job is extremely straightforward and simple. Nothing really too crazy, except for the fact that obviously once we rank up, it's more than likely going to get a little bit crazier. Let me actually see what it says. It says higher pay and harder recipes. So yeah, it'll more than likely end up getting a little bit crazier once we go ahead and rank up. If you guys are interested in seeing me maybe rank up all the way, drop a like on this video so that way I know that you guys are enjoying the city life content. I personally think this is really fun, and I can only imagine that jobs like the police and the firefighter one are going to get even way better the higher rank that you are. But anyways, I'm sure that you guys understand what's going on now. Let's go ahead and move on to the final job. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and check out the neighborhood so I can show you guys that maybe are more interested in the actual role-playing side, or maybe even the customizing side, what's going on over there. So let's go ahead and transfer over to cleaners. We got ourselves our cook work paycheck, and over here we have the cleaning ink. I am currently stuck inside of a garbage truck. That's great. But anyways, inside of here, what you're going to go ahead and do is obviously clean up everything around the entire map. Once your bucket on your back is actually full, which you'll find it over here on the left hand side, you come inside of here, drop your trash in, it'll empty out, and you'll be paid. On this side, you have, just like the other places, upgrades where you can go ahead and buy brooms, buckets, and rank ups. So you start off as a washer, and you can make your way all the way up to a supervisor. Again, like I said before, this is probably one of my least favorite ones because it gets a little boring, if I'm gonna be honest. The police and firefighter are probably my #1 picks. But yeah, you just go ahead, walk outside, you're gonna find these little trash piles, walk up to them, clean them up, it'll be put into your actual bucket in the back, and that's pretty much it. Again, I don't know if it gets a little more intricate because you do kind of get a dump truck, which obviously serves no purpose at the very start because I'm kind of just using my bucket and the broom. So I guess maybe that dump truck, you use it at a higher rank, and maybe you have to go around and actually empty out or pick up these little dumpsters. I feel like if that is the case, then this job would be so much cooler, but I'm sure we'll figure that out here on the channel if you guys do end up enjoying this kind of content. So we now have our very first full inventory. Let's go ahead and empty it out into the trash. We got ourselves $100, and that's pretty much it for this job. I don't want to spend too much time on this one because it is kind of just rinse and repeat. All of the jobs kind of are, but this one is just I've already said it multiple times, but it's my least favorite one. But now that we've got that out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and I guess put quit job. So there we go. We now technically have no job whatsoever. We're gonna reset our outfit, go back to our regular look, and then we'll open up our vehicle menu here. And if you notice on the left hand side, this is our actual overall money that we've earned for doing all of the different jobs that we've done over time. So unfortunately, I don't really have enough money to go ahead and purchase the taxi, but I do start off with a free vehicle here, being the car. I kind of want to switch it to red because that is my favorite color. We're gonna do red and black. There we go, much better. Now let's go ahead and spawn this in and make our way over to the neighborhood so I can show you guys a little bit of the customization that goes on over here. Then afterwards, I'm going to show you some of the, I guess, kind of unreleased jobs that are around the map. But anyways, this is the neighborhood, and here's where you're going to find all of the houses for everybody that is inside of your server. Over here on the left hand side, there's kind of like a little bit of a pool, but the house that has house labeled over it is going to be your house. Right there, you can see Carbon Meister's house. Let's make our way inside, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit the customization. So this is basically what you start off with. Nothing really too crazy. You can turn on the TV and sit on the couch and watch TV, as well as change the channel. But again, with all the money that you earn from all of your jobs, you can go ahead and click on this menu up on the top right that's called build, and it quite literally lets you customize your entire house. Really cool. There obviously isn't a crazy variety right now because the game did just release, but yeah, you have a bathtub, a small fridge, there's an oven over here. You can switch the menus to a bunch of different other things, and then also there's a menu where you can change the color of everything. And this menu over here is basically where you're also going to purchase upgrades for your house. So you obviously start off with the regular house. For $350, you can get the suburban house, another one at $450, $600, $1,000, and then the mansion is unfortunately for Robux. But again, this is just a purely cosmetic thing, and I'm sure more houses may be added in the future. Really not an aspect of the game that I'm more than likely going to spend too much time on. I mean, maybe if I have like a crazy amount of money and I just don't have anything else to purchase, I'll go ahead and decorate my house to the max. But I just kind of wanted to go ahead and show you guys what that looks like more or less. Let's head back to the city so I can show you guys some of those unreleased jobs. Now, I say unreleased jobs because, well, you can't really do them right now, but who knows, maybe if you rank up a certain amount of times and become like a police chief or something, these buildings will actually be usable. But for right now, I don't really see any job that sends you over here. But this one is the first one, and it says Office Inc. If you go ahead and walk inside of here, it works. Everything is kind of operational. There's a sign up here that even tells you a little bit about it, but there really is no job that leads you over here. So I'm assuming that this is maybe going to be one for a future update. Get to work. You're not being paid to believe in power of your dreams. Okay, that's a little harsh. Yeah, not really much to show over here, but same concept goes for the bank. It seems like maybe in the future they're going to be adding either some type of a robbery job, or you'll be able to be a bank teller. The bank is completely operational. There's a desk over here. You can make your way into the actual back over here, and there's a vault that you can not walk into because it doesn't let you open it or anything. It's also very possible that this could be, again, maybe for one of the ranked up versions of police. Maybe you make your way over here and the bank is being robbed. Not 100% sure because obviously we haven't reached that point of the game. But yeah, man, overall, that is City Life. I think it's a really cool game, man, and I really wanted to bring it to you guys because, well, for starters, we haven't covered a new game here on the channel in quite some time, and I know that you guys have been asking for it, but also because I really feel like these are the type of games that we all enjoy because, well, if you're subscribed to my channel, more than likely you like simulators. And this is easily one of those games that you can kind of just overlook because when I first started playing it, I really thought this was going to be a role-playing game. Shout out to Puffer because he was the one that went ahead and sent me this game over on my DMs. There's also another new game that I'll be covering hopefully tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. But for the most part, I think we're going to go ahead and end it off right here. Let me know what you guys think, and if you want to see some more content on this game, drop a like on it. It does help my content get out there, and I would really appreciate it. We're extremely close to 90,000 subscribers, which is actually mind-blowing to me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for all the support. Unfortunately, no update for Pet Simulator this weekend, but Preston has gone ahead and announced over on their Twitter that next week, being obviously this week that's coming up now, there will indeed be a update, and they will be going right back to their weekly updates. So be expecting a video on that. Pet Sim videos are definitely not going anywhere on the channel, but I think it's going to go ahead and do it for today. Like always, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.